Hi friends, welcome to SNCA Study Club, a platform for CA final students.
Hello my dear students, here I am taking prevention of oppression and mismanagement. And this is I am taking in a revision for the revisionary purpose and not in detail. And throughout this lecture I am also providing certain memory techniques for you through which you can easily recall whatever you have studied from this chapter. So first of all we are starting with section 241 of Companies Act 2013. Section 241 we have already have the knowledge that what is provided in section 241. It is providing application that is filing with tribunal. So it provides the circumstances of filing of application with the tribunal. So what is filing? Application is filing. With whom the application is filing? With the tribunal the application is filing. By whom this application is filing? By the members of the company or by the central government. Right friends? So this provides circumstances where an application is filing with the tribunal by the members of the company or by the central government. For what they are filing such an application? For the purpose of obtaining relief from oppression or mismanagement. So first of all, when members can file such an application? When members is of the opinion that the company's affairs are conducting in a manner which is prejudicial to public interest, prejudicial or oppressive towards him or to any other member or other members, or which is carrying in such a manner which is prejudicial to the company's interest. That is, company is having certain objective but the business is carrying in such a manner which is against the objective of the company. In these circumstances an application shall be filed by the members of the company with the tribunal for the purpose of getting relief from oppression or mismanagement. So before discussing in detail, we have to know the meaning of mismanagement. What is mean by mismanagement? Management means proper management. Mismanagement means management is not conducting in a proper way or in an efficient and effective way, or there is happening certain defaults or errors in management intentionally or unintentionally. Right friends? So mismanagement is happening as a result of material change. What? Material change. But this change is not happening as per the interest or as per the requirement of creditors of the company, creditors, debenture holders and members. So there is happening a material change but it is not happening as per the interest of these people. And where that change is happening? In the management or control of the company, in the management or control of the company, by making alteration in the board of directors, in the membership structure or in the ownership structure. And as a result of this material change, company's affairs are conducting in a manner that is prejudicial to public interest or prejudicial to the interest of members or oppressive towards members or prejudicial to company's interest. Right friends? So this is called what? Mismanagement. So here we are discussing the circumstances where central government can file application to tribunal under section 241 for relief. For what? Relief from oppression or from mismanagement. Okay, so which are the circumstances in which central government shall file such an application? Where CG is of the opinion that affairs of the company conducting in a manner that is prejudicial to public interest. What? Prejudicial to public interest, or where there exists certain circumstance that is known as big D. What? Big D. That is, we know that company is incorporated for the purpose of carrying a business. Company is incorporated for the purpose of carrying what? A business. But the problem is that the business is not carrying as per sound business principles. That is, it is not carrying in a justified manner, lawfully. That is, they are carrying it in unlawful manner. It is against the public policies, principles, etc. So they have certain principles that is to be followed by the company, but the company's business is not carrying as per that sound business principles. Next, I, that is company. Company is incorporated for the purpose of carrying a business, and the person who is carrying the business on behalf of the company he is carrying the business in such a manner that is causing or that is creating serious injury to the trade, commerce, industry in which it operates. Then G, company is incorporated for the purpose of carrying a business, and the person who is carrying the business on behalf of the company is guilty on fraud, misfeasance, or he is defaulted his functions or obligation, that is he is grossly negligent in performing his duties and functions. He is making a lot of defaults in performance of his functions, right friends? Then D, we know that company is incorporated for the purpose of carrying a business. Person who is carrying the business on behalf of the company is mainly for the purpose of defrauding, that is company's business is conducting in such a manner to defraud creditors of the company, members of the company, or any other person. So if CG is of the opinion, CG can also file application with tribunal. So section 241 provides filing of application with tribunal by members or central government. Members subject to section 244 of Companies Act 2013 for the purpose of getting relief from oppression or mismanagement. Next section is section 242. This is provides powers of tribunal. So what is happening actually? An application is filing by members or central government under section 241 with tribunal. So what should be done by tribunal? That is provided in section 242. Tribunal has satisfied that affairs of the company is conducting in a manner that is prejudicial to public interest, prejudicial to members, oppressive towards members, or where there exist certain circumstances as per central government opinion. But tribunal is of the opinion that winding up of the company is not so required. That is, in case if the company is wound up, this may also prejudicially affect the interest of members. In such cases, tribunal shall pass the following orders. These orders shall be passed by the tribunal. So tribunal is getting application under section 241. Tribunal, after making proper verification of the application, they may pass this kind of order. That is known as what? Mister. I have used a technique of Mister. First of all, you have to exclude this M from this. You have to use Ister. I means impose cost on company. That is, tribunal may pass an order for imposing any cost on company which is to be borne by the company. Then S for shares and securities. Tribunal may pass order to reduction of share capital, or they may impose restriction on issue and transfer of securities. Then T. T means termination, modification, or setting aside of agreement. This agreement can be with the managing director, manager, director, or any other personnel. Then appointment by tribunal. Tribunal may appoint any person for the purpose of ensuring proper reporting with tribunal. Tribunal is required to obtain timely communication. So for that purpose, they may appoint certain personnel. Then last one, R. R means remove KMP. In case if tribunal is of the opinion that key managerial person is not functioning properly, or they are making undue gains, etc., they have the power to remove KMP by passing such an order, and they can also have the power to recover undue gain made by key managerial personnel. So after implementing all these orders, company is required to make certain changes to the memorandum of association, articles of association, and after implementing these changes, after making such amendments in MOA and AOA, the same is required to be communicated with to ROC within a period of 30 days. So this is what section 242. M is for MOA, AOA alteration and communication with the ROC. Next section is section 243 of Companies Act 2013. So 241, 242 that we have already discussed. 241 application filing with the tribunal, 242 tribunal passing necessary order. So such order may cause certain damages to few persons. So what are the consequences of that order? That is provided in section 243 of Companies Act 2013. We know that the order may involve termination, modification, setting aside of agreement. Who can be the parties to the agreement? They can be managing director, manager, managing director, or any other director of the company. So the question is, can these persons claim raise any claims or claim compensation from the company? The answer is no, they are not eligible to receive any compensation, or they are not eligible to raise any claim against the company. And it has been subsequently provided that concerned personnel, that is parties to the contract, managing director, manager and director, they cannot hold the same post, that is they cannot hold the same post or any other post in the company for a period of next 5 years from the date of order. So here is the next portion that we are discussing now, that is section 244 of Companies Act 2013. Section 244 provides the eligibility of members to file application under section 241, that is member of company can file application under section 241 but subject to section 244. So what is provided in section 244? The number of members, the required number of members to file such an application. So the eligibility is based on the type of company. The company can be either having share capital or not having share capital. In case if it is the company having share capital, then such an application shall be filed by 100 members. What? 100 members or 1/10 of total number of members. We have to take total number of members and 1/10 from the total number. Okay, so 100 members or 1/10 of total number of member, whichever is lower, that is required to consider. In case if the company fails to fulfill the criteria in terms of numbers, then they can file application in terms of issued share capital, that is members holding at least or not less than 1/10 of issued share capital can file application under section 241. They are also eligible as per section 244. So section 244 provides that in case if it is a company having share capital, such an application can be filed by 100 members or 1/10 of total number of members, and in case if they fails to fulfill the criteria in terms of number of members, then they can consider take it as a part of, then they can consider share capital, issued share capital, and members holding 1/10 of issued share capital may also file application under section 241. Then the second case, they may also have certain companies that is not having share capital. In case if the company is not having share capital, then 1/5 of total number of members can file application under section 241. So section 244 is mainly providing the eligibility of members to file application under section 241. Hi friends, here we are discussing section 245, which is not applicable to a banking company. So section 245 is not applicable to a banking company, which is mainly stating why are you came with individual complaints, or why are you fighting individually, came together and save time, yours and as well as ours. So this is the base of class action suit. Here what is happening? Application is filing with tribunal. What? Application is filing with tribunal. By whom this application is filing? Such number of members or depositors. So here 241 is providing as per section 241, application is filed by members and as well as central government. Here what is happening? Here both members can file such application and as well as depositors also have the right to file application. So with whom they are filing application? With the tribunal they are filing application. For what? Or what is the reason? Or why they are filing such an application? For taking actions against what? For taking actions against company and its directors. Why action is required to be taken against the company and its directors? For fraudulently or unlawfully conducting the business, or against the auditor. Oh my god, against auditor. Why? For any misstatement in audit report, for including any misstatement in audit report. Because of that, users may misunderstand the audit report. Or against legal advisors or consultants for any wrong information or for certain misstatements, etc. So application is filing with the tribunal by the members or depositors for the purpose of taking actions against company and its directors, or against the auditor, or against legal advisors or consultants. And they are seeking all or any of the following order. They are telling tribunal that you should take or you should pass the following orders. at least one order or all of the following orders. So what is the solution that should be required by the members and depositors? That is murder. What? Murder. Murder. M-U-R-D-R. M stands for restraining the company and director for an act involving breach of MOA, AOA. What is happening? Company and its directors are entering into any contract or entering into an act which is against or which is in contraventions of the provisions of or contents of the memorandum of association and articles of association. So tribunal, please tell them stop the act. The second U, that is what? Company against the directors for an act which involves ultravies the provisions of the act. What is happening here? Company and as well as director is engaging into an act which is against the provisions of our act. Provisions of the act means Companies Act 2013. Companies Act 2013. Then R, restrain company and director from acting on any void resolution. Actually the resolution is void, but the company and its directors or the directors of the company is going to pass such resolution or do an act as per the resolution. So please tribunal stop them from acting on such void resolution. Sorry for the disturbance, friends. Then D, claim damages. From whom they are claim damages? Company and its directors, auditors, legal advisors, etc. Declare any resolution as void. D. Then restraining the company and its directors for an act in contravention with the resolution. Actually there is a resolution which has been passed and approved by all the members of the company, but what is happening here? The directors of the company or the or any other members of the company is acting against the provisions of this resolution. So the tribunal, so Mr. Tribunal or tribunal, please stop them from doing such an act. So these are the solutions that is required by the members and depositors. So who can file such an application? Such application shall be filed by the members and depositors. Such number. So what is the criteria or what is the requisite number of members and depositors? That I am going to discuss now. So it can be by the members of the company and by depositors. Members in terms of the number, members in terms of share capital. Sometimes the company's members may not fulfill the criteria in terms of numbers, then they can take it in terms of share capital. So 100 members, what? 100 members or 5% of total number of member, whichever is lower, they are eligible to file application under section 245. Or the company can be broadly classified into listed company and unlisted company. In case if it is a listed company, members holding 2% of issued share capital. What is happening in 245, 241 sections? It is mainly related to issues, right friends? Issues. So we have to consider what? Issued share capital. So in case if it is a listed company, members holding at least 2% of issued share capital shall file an application under section 245 of Companies Act 2013. The next case, suppose it is an unlisted company. What is happening here? In case if it is an unlisted company, members holding at least 5% of issued share capital shall file application under section 245. Right friends? Then next, depositors. Depositors are also eligible to file application under section 245 for taking all or any of the following orders. Again, following means we have already discussed MURDR that we have already discussed. It can be either filed by 100 depositors or 5% of total number of depositors, whichever is lower. 100 depositors or 5% of total number of depositors, whichever is lower. Or depositors to whom company owes 5% of total deposit, towards whom the company is liable. Okay friends, so here that is provided as per section 245 class action suit. Here tribunal is asking to the petitioners, why are you fighting individually? Came together, save your time and save our time. Okay friends, so this is what section 245.